Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Hayden with Crypto Gaming, and today we're going to be doing episode 2 of our NFT tips and flips series. So get buckled. We're going to have a wonderful ride today, and let's get into it. Okay, guys, we're going to be doing something pretty special sometime throughout the video, so keep on watching. I'm not saying it's at the end of the video, beginning of the video. It's going to be some random point in the video. We're going to be doing a book giveaway from the GaryVee's newest book called 12 and a half. We actually bought like 60 books of them just because he's doing some stuff with book games and with V friends, that kind of stuff. So we have 60 books, more like 50, 55, something like that. We're giving away a bunch of books. We're giving away 2 of his books this episode, so stay tuned. Watch till you get there and figure out how to enter into that giveaway. But of course, before we start the video, I always have an uplifting message, so feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to watch it and stay here if you'd like to. So for the uplifting message, I just want to think about the Christmas season. Now the Christmas season has come and gone. It was a wonderful time, and I want to think about, what is the feelings that you get when you have Christmas? To me, what comes to mind is the season of giving and making other people happy. And, that doesn't have to be that doesn't only have to happen during Christmas season. We can do that every single day. We can reach out to those around us, our neighbors, our own family members, or our friends, and we can make them have a better day. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Reach out to someone today. How can you help them? Think less of yourself and find joy and bringing other people joy. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll get right to the video. Okay, guys, I'm super excited. Today is episode 2, and we're going to be talking about not FOMOing into projects, waiting for OpenSea volume, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, and whether you should hold your NFT or just sell it right away. So let's get right into it. If you are new to this channel, if you don't know what an NFT is, then you should probably go look it up on YouTube. Just find a couple videos really quickly, maybe some brief explanations of the history of NFTs, stuff like that. Then come right back here and you can follow along. But if you don't know what OpenSea is the main platform that pretty much 99% of traders use to buy and sell NFTs. And OpenSea is a third-party platform that instead of minting from their website, I come here, I already have an NFT, I can sell it, and other people can buy it, okay? So first off, we're going to talk about if you're going to hold for the long term, or you're just going to make a quick flip for that quick profit, and we're going to go over just a couple examples in here, but my first point is, of course, are we going to hold, or are we going to sell right away? First example is Properties NFT. Now I come over here, I'm on their page on OpenSea, and I'm looking at the activity. So I want to show you right here. So right here is the pre-sale. So you could have gotten into the pre-sale. I believe it was like 48 hours for the pre-sale, and then it went public. Now, of course, 99% of projects always have unrevealed. As soon as you buy, you don't know what you're getting. And then you have like 48 hours or so, and then it reveals, and then you do that. So here's the volume. It was we had pretty good volume, pretty good sales, especially up here. I think this was still might have been during public sale, actually, or right before public sale. Anyways, so we had some good sales, good volume. Price definitely came up after a day or so. But you got to look here when you're in a project. You have to ask yourself, do I want to hold this for the long term? Do I really believe in the project? Or do I want to sell it right away for a quick profit? When I got into this project, actually, they minted maybe a month ago or so, but I was in the whitelist for probably 3 months. It took them a while to get their project out, but I told myself, I'm looking just to grow my account right now. I'm not really looking to hold too many projects unless I think that they're going to be a blue chip and that they can really survive a bear market. So any project I was like, if I can get the whitelist, I'm going to see how sales are doing when people are minting, and then I'll try to make a quick flip. So I sold 2 of mine right around the 0.13, 0.12 range, and then I sold one around the 0.18 range. So I had 3 of them, and I bought for 0.065, I believe. So I made a pretty good profit, and we can see here it went higher, and then you can see here right after it comes down to 0.117. Now you might want to say, okay, well, what happened here? What happened right here is that this was during the reveal, is that people, as soon as they knew what rarities that they have, then they're going to start selling off their NFTs that aren't rare for a lower floor price. They're going to start undercutting each other, and it can get really, really ugly really fast. But up here, no one knows what NFT they have. They could have a one of one. They could have the most rare NFT, but you don't know it because it's unrevealed. And that's why the floor price stays pretty stable and continues to rise over a day or so. But as soon as it's revealed, people know what NFTs they have. They know what rarity. So if they don't have anything good, they're just going to dump it on the market, get their money back really quick, and move on to the next project. That's usually what happens. Now we can even see over a couple weeks, the floor price went down to 0.045. That's pretty crazy. And you can see now the floor price is 0.12. So you could have made a killing right here if you would have bought in. But NFTs, we're in a super, super good bull run right now in NFTs, but you can't predict that. And that's the thing, you can't predict where the market's going to go. Right here, you have a lot of sales going on. The most dangerous thing about NFTs is how illiquid they are, okay? During a bear market, you could have a floor price of 10 ETH, but if there's 0 buyers, then it's really worth nothing to you, okay? I hope that makes sense. So if I have an NFT that's worth 10 ETH and I have 779 sales a day, I'm going to get that sold really quick. But if I have something that's like 59 sales in a day, and I might not get my NFT sold. That's the problem, okay? So you always want to be look for that volume. See if people are buying, and then that might be a good time to sell because you can get out of the project if you want to exit. Okay, so that's a little bit of things of what to think about. What am I holding it for the long term? Do I really believe in the project, or is it short term? Those are a couple things to think about. Okay, guys, this is what you've been waiting for. The GaryVee, his newest book, 12 and a half. And we're going to be giving away a couple books. We're actually going to be giving away 2. And this is how you're going to enter. You need to like, you need to subscribe, you need to leave a comment of why you think that you should get the book, and you need to follow us on Twitter, okay? Follow us on Twitter, and that is it. That's all you have to do. So remember, like the video, subscribe, follow our Twitter, and leave a comment down below of why you think that you should get this book. And we're giving away 2 of them, okay? So we're actually going to be pulling from the comments. If you win, we're going to be checking to make sure that you're subscribed and you've done all those things, and we'll be shipping it out to you within the next week or so, okay? Best of luck to all of you. And actually, this is only for the United States. Right now, we're not doing any international shipping, so we will do that at a later date, but for right now, it's just in the United States. Sorry for anyone who's outside the United States and listening to this, but if you're inside the United States, do all those things, and you might just get yourself a free book. Next thing, Mechaverse. If you haven't heard of Mechaverse, then you're probably newer to the NFT space, but everyone who has been here for a little bit knew that they had just an insane launch. There's so much hype around it. You can see the average was 6.28 ETH. I think one of the first ones sold for 8 or 10, and it even comes up to 7.8 and then comes down. But you can see this quick decline in price. And again, I'll tell you why. Because they revealed this is a super hype project. People are like, oh, am I going to get a super rare one? They're holding it through the pre-reveal, and then as soon as it reveals, they see, oh man, I got a common. I just got to sell this thing really quick. They cut way under the floor price, and the floor price just drops super fast. Then we get a 3.5 ETH floor price. Now, of course, you would have made a killer off this project, no matter what. But those are the things that you got to think about. Am I going to sell before pre-reveal, or am I going to sell after? Do I want to run the risk of... And this is, of course, if you're just looking for short-term profits. Usually a good rule of thumb, not financial advice, but if you're looking for short-term, sell pre-reveal, because that's where you're going to get the best price. If you're selling after reveal, you're running the risk of more than likely you're going to have a common, and you're going to have to sell it for way less than you wanted to. And then, of course, some other stuff happened with Mechaverse, with some inside trading, stuff like that, and so things went downhill from there. And this is the thing, if you're holding it for long-term, none of this should mean anything to you. If you're looking for long-term value, none of this should mean anything to you because you believe in the project, and all these fluctuations in the floor price don't matter, because your conviction is that it doesn't matter what price it goes through, that in a year, 2 years from now, it's going to be worth a lot more. You're there for the community and that stuff. So that'll completely change the way that you're trading. So that's it with that. And now, third example is Animo. So Animo, I actually had, this is a little different of a case that went a little different. I had 4 whitelist spots for this, okay? And during pre-reveal, it actually did super well. For about an hour or so, you could have sold for about quarter of an ETH, 0.2 of an ETH. You would have made a really, really good profit because I think it was 0.088 to mint. And so it was pretty good profit. Okay. But you only had, and it started going down really quick, and the average was around 0.11 to 0.12 for, I think you had, it was like 4 whole days, 4 or 6 days to mint in the whitelist before a public sale. And I was looking at that, and I'm like, that's not a good profit margin for me personally. I'm not going to mint for 0.088 just to sell for 0.1 or 0.12. That's just not enough for me to cover gas and that stuff. So I'm like, I'm just going to hold off. You know, I was really looking forward to this project actually, and I would have wanted to hold one if I could. But I said I can't do that, because what happens if after reveal the floor price dips even lower and they go illiquid and I can't even sell? That'd be the worst case scenario, and I would pretty much lose my investment, and I'm not willing to lose that. But what ended up happening is that as soon as the whitelist ended, general sale came, and this is where you see all this volume comes from during the general sale. Floor price goes up, and this is actually crazy. I don't know, this was maybe a week ago, and it came back down to 0.1. But now we're sitting at a floor price of 0.23. Now, we are in a really big, hyped up bull run where pretty much you can throw your money at the screen and you're almost going to make your money back, okay? That's not for every project, but that's for a lot of projects, especially with things that have good artwork like Animo. If I just click on this guy, okay, the artwork is pretty good. I really like it, and that's why I wanted to get into it. But it just didn't work out because this is all hindsight. I can't see the future. I only see what information I have right now. You trade based on the information that you have right now. Don't bet on the future. We're not gambling here. And over the course of a year, 2 years, 6 months, whatever your time frame is, you're going to have consistency. And with consistency, you're going to grow your portfolio. And if it takes a year or two to get where you want to be financially, then hey, that's a year or two that you're financially free at that point. Okay, I don't know what other space that you can be in that you're going to be financially free in a year or 2 years, but you know, that's the opportunity that we have right now. So take advantage of it. Okay, so remember, check your OpenSea volume. Come here, click on your project. You have items, you have activity. Go to activity. See how many people are buying. Come right here to the log. See, okay, how many sales are happening? A minute ago, 3 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago. That looks pretty good. Floor price is doing pretty good. I'll make a good profit on it. Then you can make a good educated decision of, do I want to buy this project? Am I going to take the risk? And if you consistently do that, then you'll pretty much see those gains come in. And of course, don't FOMO buy and don't panic sell, because you could have come here and said, oh man, this project's doing terrible. It's just not doing good. I'm just going to sell it at the bottom. And then a week later, you're sitting at an all-time high and you're just like, oh man, why did I do that? So if you have a conviction in the project, just don't worry about the floor price. Just sit on it. Don't look at it, and you'll do good, okay? All right, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you found any of this information useful, make sure to smash the like button, because it gets it out to more people. It helps other people see our channel, and we know that you guys like this content. So stay tuned. Make sure to hit the bell notification so that you can stay up to date with all of our newest NFT videos and our crypto game videos. So that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you in the next one.